When I was a young boy, my father, who was a pioneer teacher, wanted to build a school in my village. He asked the villagers if they could allocate to him a piece of land. The landowners refused to give him the piece of land. And he said that, well, if you don't want education, then 40 to 50 years down the line, you will suffer. As time passed by, like many young men, got myself involved in drugs and alcohol. Got married at a very young age. I was 18, my wife was 19, we got married. However, our marriage spiraled down because I was an alcoholic, ignorant, stubborn, very abusive man. Got myself on the wrong side of the law. I was caught by the police and sentenced to prison for 30 years for robbery, willful murder, and attempted murder. Now, whilst in prison, in my lowest moment, there was a man called Dennis Perry, the founder of Operation Life, came and visited me and gave me a book called The Great Controversy. That book, plus reading the Bible and praying, God transformed my life. I gave my life to Jesus. And if God can change me, God can change anybody out there. Operation Life began at the rubbish dump. It's a place infested with drugs and alcohol, and it's in the slums. We go out there just to break the cycle, just to give them some food, talk them, give them hope, and a lot of lives have been transformed. But we started at the rubbish dump so many years ago. Operation Life has grown into so many different ministries. The sanctuary is a place for rescued children who come from disadvantaged backgrounds. Many of these children come from broken homes of divorce. Some of them are homeless. We pick these children up off the streets, in the villages, in the settlements. Sanctuary is a place where the rescued children come in and they find love, they find comfort, they find hope, they find dignity.
For myself, I come from a broken family, and my mother was a single parent, so she took care of my 4 siblings and I. So there are 5 of us in our family. And it's hard, being a single parent to raise the 5 of us wasn't very easy. So life was hard. I attended Kamemoro Primary School. There I met Dad's daughter, Jean Vaki. And so I used to come over for weekends. So we were best of friends. So when I came here, Dad was there and he showed that the love that I was missing, and it was there. So it was so nice. I was happy. I knew about God. I learned new things. It's a blessing for me to be here as well. So what I love about Mom Maureen is that she's always there whenever I'm down. She always provides the things that I needed. Whenever I go to her to ask for something, she always does it.
It's the mother of the house. When the children are hurt and they come to me, they express what they've gone through, the hurt they've been through. And as a mother, I sympathize with them and I cry with them and pray with them and encourage them that even though they've gone through hurt in their lives, God is always there for them. And by God's grace, Jesus will give them that peace.
We go twice a month to the prison. The men behind the bars, the prisoners, when they get into prison, they feel they're condemned. They feel that they're worthless. And whilst in that situation, Operation Life goes in there and visit them. We have noticed within our 20 years of experience visiting the prison, many prisoners have been very receptive to the gospel that we preach, telling them that regardless of your situation, regardless of being in prison, God loves you, God cares for you, and God can transform your life. So we go to the hospitals. The patients hardly have a decent meal. So we go in there twice a month to do a feeding. The interesting thing about this ministry is the food is only the wedge, but we bring hope to the sick bed. Operation Life gives hope and dignity to someone that is lying on the hospital bed, feeling lonely, feeling abandoned, never been visited by relatives or family. But we fill in that gap to give them encouragement, to pray with them, and tell them that they can be well and healed by Jesus if only they have faith. The Swamp School is located at the fringes of the city. It is a dangerous place where there is no government services. It's a slum. And at the fringes of this swamp, there's a beautiful lady by the name of Susan, a very passionate, very Christian woman who decided to put up a school.
I was going around collecting the little children along the street to teach them the basics. I had a big green canvas. I put 4 posts around it, and I looked after the children under the canvas. I was praying to God that one day He will build my classroom. But today I have a big classroom which was built by my friends, my family from Operation Life. We are God's agents, so we are trying to help and to extend God's ministry.
Hope Church is doing great, feeding 300 people every night.
It's quite a struggle for us to maintain the 300 to 250 plates, that number could grow as the day goes by. So we are incredibly thankful to God that Operation Life has come on board in partnering with us in this feeding program. Because Jesus, when He came to the earth, He did not just teach, He did not just preach. He fed people, He healed people.
And we feed about at least 300 to 400 people every night. So we come here, we take worship for the boys, share with them, and then we give them a meal. We've been doing this for the last 5 years now.
My village has not advanced. Many children don't go to school because we don't have proper schools there. So we started a bamboo hutch. We had about 20 children. 2 months later, we had about 100 plus children come in, and the teacher couldn't afford to take care of them, so we added another teacher. And today, we have 300 students. 50 years ago, my father wanted a school, but today, by God's grace, in partnership with Operation Life and our wonderful donors, the Lord has established a school that educates for eternity. These children have dreams. And it's our mission at Operation Life to help them find their place in God's service.
Jesus said, "I was hungry, and you gave me something to eat. I was thirsty, and you gave me something to drink. I was a stranger, and you invited me in. I needed clothes, and you clothed me. I was sick, and you looked after me. I was in prison, and you came to visit me." Partner with Operation Life today. You can make the difference.